This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I'm absolutely thrilled to be speaking with renowned sound alchemist, the one and only Laura Inserra. Hello, Laura. How are you?
Hi, dear. Good. I'm very
Laura,
well. Thank you for inviting
it,
me.
it is so nice to meet you, and thank you for joining me. I want to know right away, where did you grow up, and when did you realize that you had an affinity for music and instruments?
I grew up in Sicily. It's a beautiful piece of volcanic land in South Italy. And I was always in touch with sounds because I was talking to the sea. We were like listening to birds. So for me, nature was the first orchestra where I was truly in touch and mesmerized by all of those beautiful sounds. And I grew up in Lentini between Catania and Syracuse, but every weekend we were into this piece of land close to the sea called the Bay of Silence. So just that can give you a little bit of idea. And then somehow one day my brother brought back a guitar at home. And I will never forget, I was a child, I was waiting, he was sleeping. I took the guitar and I started to tap with the pen on top of the strings. And this blam, 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 blam. And truly, Will, that was my first impression of sound. It's like, wow, there is something here that I don't see, but it's really powerful.
Well, and thank God you went after it, Laura, because not only are you a world-renowned musician, but also I love the fact that in every aspect of your career, you have used the power of sound to help heal, something, God, my goodness, we need now more than ever. I want you to talk a little bit about meta music and also your
Yes,
practice of resonant healing.
yes. Well, I came out with this idea of meta music because I've learned through my path in life, which is not only the musical path, but a lot of wisdom traditions. And I always, since a child, was asking these questions: Where are we coming? What is this like? Where do we come from? Where are we going after we die? And so somehow, music was a place where I was finding that possibility of not answers, but and so all along my life, I stepped into what my mother was calling weird instruments. Djembe from Africa, didgeridoo from Australia, somehow, because I was jamming with everybody since I was 11. Everything that I was touching, somehow it was resonating and playing something. And people were always having experiences of crying, telling me like, wow, what do you play? I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was just playing. So pretty soon, walking the path of different religions as well, I realized that there is something beyond the instruments, beyond music as an entertainment. There is something meta, because meta means beyond, that allows music to be a tool for transformation, for these shamans I was meeting going into trance, for people to just cry and release emotions and feeling good after that, you know. So again, it's a long story short. In this last almost 40 years of my life, I always felt that there was something, and bringing back this ancient instrument, there was something that was already in music, in the vibrational element of existence, because at the end, you know that, I mean, we are an orchestra. You know, our body is made of different cells. They have a frequency. We can even say that those frequencies have a note because we can nowadays measure them. So basically, you are this beautiful orchestra that at times is out of resonance, at times is, you know, in harmony. And so by using music and these instruments and sound in that way, I've been able to allow people to resonate back. And so to bring almost to shift from dissonance to resonance in a way that is holistic. It takes your whole system, allows you to open the memories of the body, because by your cells vibrating for resonant sympathetic resonance, in that vibration of those cells that they were dormant, there is energy released. Energy carries information. So people have messages from their ancestors. People have connection with their spirit animals. People just have their highest self. They have the chance to almost like for a moment to sense that wisdom that each of us have inside.
Laura,
So
absolutely beautiful. And I love in a world today that sometimes tends to focus on the divisiveness. You are such a beautiful vessel, a true vessel of an artist, reminding us all the universality in music and that there's more that actually can bring us together in a collective communal
yes,
sense than tear us apart. I love what you do, this combination. It's like a spirituality, musicality, vibration, connection in a release of trauma. My goodness, we need this now more than ever. I want to let our audience know for more on the incredible Laura Inserra. You can read more about Laura right below this video. And please go and read also about so much of the incredible work she does with the Seeds of Gold Institute, mission to research and integrate ancient technology in schools of wisdom into modern life. Laura, I love this whole notion that you seem to like look back to look forward,
yes,
whether it's practices or instruments, that you are
yes,
showing and not telling the future artists of the world that there is
yes,
something very vital. There are these gold nuggets in the past so that we
yes.
can continue to move forward into a brighter, more beautiful future.
Ooh, it give me goosebumps. Will, you're so in resonance. I'm so honored to have people like you where we really understand each other with few words and we experience it. We need to experience our practice. We need to become those seeds of gold that they were given to us and sprout them and what I call future memories. Let's build these future memories with the wisdom of our past ancestors and the tools of new technologies. That's
Yes.
it. We can do it.
Laura, I have chills now. I want to continue this conversation. I'm so excited that you're coming on board this incredible new app, FENIX360, connecting artists all over the world. But also, I'm so grateful that we are now connected, Laura. Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you. Thank you, everybody.